YouTube, Big Smoke 58 here. Last few days, I've decided to do some spring cleaning inside of my gun safe, and just kind of move things around, organize it a little bit better. Anyway, in the process of doing that, I realized, man, I've got some guns in here that I really haven't shot in a long time, and it kind of got me thinking, man, maybe I need to do something with these guns. Now, those of you in the gun community that collect firearms, from time to time we like to, sell or trade something just so we can get something else. And I don't want to just keep adding guns, to my collection, because there is a limit to how many guns that I want to own. Well, let me rephrase that. There isn't a limit to how many guns I want to own. There is a limit to how many guns I'm willing to buy and own. Okay, that's a big difference. But anyway, I'm kind of in a dilemma about 3 of them. Now, every gun that I currently own, I like for various reasons. But anyway, I pulled 3 of them, and I just want to make a video today real quickly, and maybe you guys can help me out on this one, because I'm really kind of in a conundrum about what to do about them. And I just want to show you what they are. I would really like to get your comments about each one of these and tell me what you think, and kind of help me to decide what it is that I want to do with each one of these. But anyway, let me show you which was the first one that I'm thinking about selling. Okay, the first one on that list is my Sarsilmaz SAR K2 45. Now, it's kind of hard to explain on this one, because this is a gun that I really like. It's built on the CZ platform where the slide rides inside the frame rails. And it's actually a really nice gun. Now, it's not a great gun, but it's a really nice gun. Now, the reason why I don't shoot the gun a lot is it's a huge gun. It's definitely just a range toy. And I guess considering all elements of the gun, it's one that I could probably part with the easiest. And here's the reason why. For starters, it is a huge gun. It's not something that you're going to carry. It's definitely just a range toy. And it's, for that purpose, it's good. It's a high capacity 45 ACP double stack 14 round magazine capacity gun. These guns are made in Turkey. They're imported by European American Armory, and I think EAA Corp has discontinued importing them, so you really can't hardly find them anymore. Now, this is not, at least in my belief, a collectible gun. There are very few aftermarket accessories that you can buy for this gun, whether it's for the grips or the sights. The sights are adequate, though they're not great, but the grips that come with this gun are awful. I mean, they are going to break just sitting on the gun in the box. They just reach a point in time where they just break. The grip screws, they tend to back out. I've had to put some blue Loctite on these to keep them from loosening. And I don't know if that's just inherent in the gun or it was a product of the crappy grips that came with it. I was able to find these aftermarket from a seller that makes grips, I think specifically for this gun, but there are very few options for anything associated with this gun. As far as shooting a gun, I like it a lot. It's got a great double and single action trigger, but the gun itself, the trigger is uncomfortable, on your shooting finger. I don't know what it is. I think the trigger bottoms out against the frame, and then just the recoil of the gun makes it somewhat uncomfortable to shoot. Now, I don't mean to sound like a candy ass or anything like that, because I love big bore guns, I shoot them all the time, but this one, for some reason, it's got a little bit of uncomfortableness to it. So for this reason, I could probably part ways with this gun. Magazines, they're scarce and they're expensive. So if you want to, increase your magazine inventory, you're going to have to, pony up $40 or more if you can even find them. So one of the thing I like about this gun doesn't eliminate the things that I dislike about it enough for me to say, all right, I'll keep it. So for right now, I think this is probably the #1 gun in my collection that I'm willing to part with. That's the Sarsilmaz SAR K2 45. Now the second gun is my Taurus PT-100 AFS. Now this gun was bought as a part of a package deal that a dealer gave me on if I bought the PT-92 AFS, that if I bought the PT-100 along with it, that he gave me a great deal on buying both. And to this day, it's still a fantastic deal. And I love that PT-92 AFS. It's this same gun in the 9mm version. This is the PT-92 40 caliber version. Now, what's so odd about this is I really like this gun. The thing I can't quite figure out is why, when I decide I want to shoot a 40 caliber gun on a trip to the range, that I never take this one. Now I've shot it quite a few times, but I've noticed lately, in say in the last year or so, I'll take some other 40 caliber gun. This one never comes to my mind to grab and take. So it's starting to become more and more aware of me that maybe I just don't enjoy shooting this 40 gun as much as I do some of my other 40s. Now, one of the elements about it that is a little different, the 9mm version of this, which is the 92, it feels much smaller for some reason. This gun just feels a lot bigger than the 9mm version. The slide feels bigger and thicker and heavier. But the gun itself shoots very well. It's just as comfortable to shoot as the 9, considering that it's a little more snappy because of the 40 caliber round. But for some reason, I never think to grab this gun. Now, it's a kind of a big gun to only have a 11 round capacity. But I bought this gun as part of a kind of a match set with my 92 AFS. But at the end of the day, it's not a collectible gun. It's no need in just having it just to have it. And I think that's kind of where I am with it right now. Once I got over or got past the the novelty of first owning it. I love the gun, but it's not, like I said, it's not a collectible gun. It's not something that's going to increase in value because I keep it. It's a Taurus. They don't typically, appreciate in value over time. This gun's going to be worth about what it is right now, no matter how long I keep it. It's not going to go up in value. But if I put a lot of wear and tear on it, it will go down in value. So I'm kind of at a spot now is, do I keep it or do I sell it? That's the second one I'm undecided on, the Taurus PT-100 AFS. Now, I know this third one's going to come as a big surprise to a lot of people. It actually is seeming a big surprise to me. And that's my Smith & Wesson model 4506. Now, I'm going to go off and say this right from the start. There is nothing about this gun that I dislike. Nothing. I bought this gun for its, I guess, collectability as much as its appearance. I enjoy shooting it. It feels good in hand. It's a big clunking gun. but it shoots extremely well, and I enjoy shooting it. But for some reason, I haven't shot it. I probably have less than 600 rounds through this gun since I bought it. And as far as collectability, I could put it in my safe and leave it there for 10 years and decide to sell it in 10 years, and it'll probably garner more money then than it will today. So it's not hurting anything by me keeping it, except it's going to appreciate in value. But do I rather just sell it and get something that I would rather that I would more likely enjoy now versus worrying about what kind of value it's going to have 5 or 10 years from now? And this is where I am on this gun. I love it. I can put it back in the safe and leave it and not think about it again, and it not bother me. I bought this gun because I liked it and I shoot it, but I also kind of bought it as a collectible. But at the same time, I've owned it now for a number of years, and I'm trying to decide whether I want to sell it and move on to something else. Now, I've got lots of guns in my safe that I don't shoot a lot, namely my Smith & Wesson revolvers. But I didn't buy those guns necessarily to shoot as much as I did. I bought them because I wanted to collect them. This one falls into that same category, but I think I like my revolvers more than I like this gun. So I'm kind of undecided about what to do with it. And that's my Smith & Wesson 4506. So I really am looking forward to any comments that you may have about all 3 of these guns that I've shown. I would love to know what you think. I always value any kind of comments or criticisms as long as they're constructive. But like I said, I'm kind of in a spot where I don't really know what I want to do. And sometimes it's good to see what other people think. It may not just make me decide one way or the other, but it may help me to decide or come to a conclusion about what I want to do. Well, listen, I appreciate you. As always, thanks for watching the video. I appreciate any comments you may have. Until the next time, this is Big Swole 58. Thanks for watching.